Hey, it's Mel and today I'm filming my February book haul, which is actually really massive, like 17 books, so I better get started. The first 6 books that I got in the month of February were a box set, and they are The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, the collector's edition, that are the most beautiful things that I ever own, and I love them so much. Individually, they are City of Bones with the lovely Jace on the cover, City of Ashes with Clary on the cover, City of Glass with Simon on the cover, City of Fallen Angels with Isabel on the cover, City of Lost Souls with my fave Alec on the cover, and finally City of Heavenly Fire with Sebastian on the cover. Now I have 2 versions of everything and technically the ebooks of all of the books anyway, and it's all a bit much, but I love them so much. It's just amazing. So these 6 are my new favourites out of everything ever. If you don't know, The Mortal Instruments is a series following these shadow hunters who are basically demon hunters, but it starts with this girl who doesn't know that she's a shadow hunter, but then she finds out she is, and everything's weird, and she goes on adventures. And the trailer for the TV show is like a good summary of what happens to her if you just minus 2 years to everyone's age. I didn't get the info devices in these editions because I feel like that's a bit excessive, because I don't love the info devices as much as I love these. Basically just amazing urban fantasy. It's the best. The next 2 books that I got from a charity shop where all of the books were £2, and I feel I got a really good deal, because if they were as they would be in a normal shop, they would have cost me £18, but instead they cost me £4, and they are The Well of Ascension Mistborn Book 2 by Brandon Sanderson and Legion and the Emperor's Soul by Brandon Sanderson, a collection of novellas. I got the first Mistborn book for Christmas, and I thought that I would just get this because when are you gonna find this for £2? And it's like 700 pages, so it's a really good deal. A lot of the books that I got this month were basically because I said why not, which isn't the best mentality for buying things, because it leads to this. I haven't read a lot of epic fantasy, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna really like this series, so here's hoping. And Brandon Sanderson is like a hugely acclaimed person. Even though I know nothing about these books, I'm still excited to read them. And then I went to a book fair. I didn't actually buy anything in the book fair, but I did buy things before and after the book fair. And before, I had to meet up with my dad in town, so I was in Cambridge University Press, and I asked whether there were any literary theory books, and there were a lot of them. So I kind of got 6. And one of them has a little mention of my TA because she's friends with her and she helped write it. The first of them being An Introduction to Feminism by Lorna Finlayson. The TA that I talk to every day said that this is actually really accessible, even though it's very academic and has lots of complicated things in it. And this is an introduction via the philosophy version of feminism, which is interesting. And I might actually get to this one first because Miss literally jumped up and down when I showed her the picture of it because she didn't realise it was out yet, so it seems promising. The next book that I got was Shakespeare and Sexuality, edited by Catherine Alexander and Stanley Wells. I mean, just 2 of my favourite things, sexuality and Shakespeare. I actually have another book that kind of fits this sort of thing called Shakespeare, which made my ex laugh every time they saw it. Just burst into giggle. And I'm also currently studying The Tempest with my class, and I really like bringing things up. And it's a book of essays, and I think they're written by students, so this will be fun. The next book I got was New Rights Discourse on Race and Sexuality by Anna Smith. I just really want loads of books on these subjects, and I found one, and I think it's really going to be interesting because I just want to learn things. So basically it's history, race, sexuality and political stuff from the 60s to the 90s, so it's gonna be fun and interesting. Well, probably not fun. The next book I got was the Cambridge Companion to the Feminist Literary Theory, edited by Ellen Rooney and It's just got loads of information about all of the things about feminism, and I am my mother's daughter, therefore it intrigues me. And it does like the origins of the word and the history of it and how it came to be and the different approaches to the theory and what kind of things you can apply it to, which is fun. This one's also essays. The next book I picked up was A History of Feminist Literary Criticism, edited by Jill Plan and Susan Sellers. I mean, like, we didn't pick the books too carefully, we just grabbed them. So this is just another one. It's just got what happened in feminist literary criticism throughout history, like Virginia Woolf and stuff, and looking at an academic approach to feminism, which intrigues me. And then the last theory book I got was Literature and the Development of Feminist Theory, edited by Robin Truth Goodman. And this one is looking at it through a literary standpoint instead of a historical one, but it's still kind of historical, and it's more essays, so I got a lot of essays to read, which is kind of scary. And I have no idea where I'm going to put any of these books, but does it really matter anymore? The two books that I got after I went to the fair, the first one was Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wayne, or Ween, or something. It's basically a World War II story about a female spy, and that's all I know about it, and I'm really into historical, even though it may not seem like it, because everything else I've gotten is fantasy or academic. But I have a good craving for historical, and a lot of people seem to like this, so it's probably gonna be good. It's also gonna be like really dramatic and stuff, so that's fun. I'm hoping it will be a bit like All the Light We Cannot See, but I'm not too hopeful for that because that was an adult book. The next book that I got I know nothing about, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I literally know nothing apart from Kat and Christine really liked it, and I bet a load of other people really liked it too, but I can't remember. I think it's fantasy, it might not be, I just have no idea. There's something about an academy, I don't even know what kind of academy. I should really know things about books before I buy them. And the last book that I got this month, Half Bad by Sally Green. This is about witches and discrimination, because there are good witches and bad witches, and the main character's parents were either, and that leads to some complications because bad witches are evil, and I'm pretty sure he's also like biracial. And what I get is his dad's evil, and he is probably not, unless some unexpected stuff is going to happen. So those were all the books that I got shortest month of the year. I've gotten a lot of books already, and I literally have nowhere to put them. So I'm gonna go and worry about that. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you have read any of these books, please tell me about them, because I have no idea. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!